follow SportsView London.
SportsView London boxing news from the capital city. The trainer Peter Fury. Pete just had the press conference there. A lot of truth and speaking from the heart from your brother.
Sure.
And of course Tyson. All the speculation is done now. Are you relieved that it's out there that Tyson will be fighting in the UK on July 9th?
I'm excited. I wouldn't say relieved. It's good news to get that fight here. So it's massive for fans where they don't have to travel abroad, get hotels, tickets. It's a big ordeal for a casual fan to go out there. You know, it's a lot of expense. And look what we had last time with pullouts with calves or whatever. People lost the money. So on the basis of that, it's very, very good news because Northwest, it's accessible, cheap hotels around there. You know, so it's a hell of a night out, and it's here in Great Britain, so it's fantastic for them reasons alone.
Were those thoughts in your mind as much as obviously Tyson wanted the fight to be in this country for obvious reasons, but were those thoughts in both your minds for, you know, you want to give something back to your people and the fans of boxing in the UK?
Absolutely. You know, look, when you're fighting a linear champion, you have to go over there and take it. So there was no arguments. You know, you're the challenger, you got no say. But now Tyson is a champion, there is a say. So we've gone over there in his own backyard. So now he can come over here. Full credit to them. There's never been an issue of them coming here. So they're quite happy to come here. So Wladimir, I give him full respect because they've never like kicked on the heels not to come. So it's a fight where it's been mutually agreed by everybody, and basically Wladimir knows, you know, he's coming over here to lift them belts back. You know, that's his aim more than anything in the world. So we're expecting real fireworks this time in this fight. I think it's going to be a hell of a lot better fight this time than the last one by both men.
Peter, did that surprise you on some level that Bert Bontam, Wladimir, they had they didn't object to coming to the UK, and it was, you know, laid down so easy and accepted the fight in the UK?
Yeah, you know, they're happy to come over here, and we're happy to get it on. And you know, the hard negotiators, like anybody else, they want the best for their fighter. Vladimir's got a good team around him, and you know, that's it. We've been speaking. You know, we've had meetings over here over the past weeks. So you know, we've got along well with them, and we've given them the respect, and they've given us the maximum respect as well. So there's nothing bad to say or negative to say about Klitschko's. They're professional, they've done everything right, and they're true to the word. They're coming over here.
Regarding Vladimir's tactics in the last fight in Germany, Peter, it is obvious that if he does want the belts back, he's going to have to fight a different way. He's going to have to show more aggression, take more chances, throw more punches. Is this just playing into Tyson's hands more so than the first fight, in your opinion?
I think it's I think Vladimir's got to come. He's going to come, but he's got to try and take it to Tyson and take him out. You know, and I think he'll try it early as well. So I think Vladimir's got the bit between his teeth. He's seen Tyson hurt in the past, and you know, I believe he's going to take that. He's got to take a calculated risk. You know, and he has to throw caution to the wind, if you like. You know, so this is the type of fight we're in, because when you look at the stats and you look at the boxing ability, Tyson's got a lot more in his arsenal. He's a bigger guy, very athletic, can do the rounds. So what's left? He's got to come and throw gun-ho, hasn't he, to take them belts back. And that's why I believe Team Klitschko are not bothered if it's on Timbuktu. They're happy to come to England because they're not looking to leave it in the hands of the judges.
Regarding the training camp set up for Tyson, will you be going to your gym in Belgium? You have
We have a gym in Holland.
Yeah.
And,
Holland.
Yeah, I'm flying out there again this afternoon with Yui because he fights on the 30th, getting him ready in his final preparations. And that's it. So the camp is undecided at the minute. We have to sit down with the promoters, Frank and Mick, and see where the best place is to have the camp. But at the moment, it's looking like it'll be Holland.
Right. Sort of negative news for Billy Joe Saunders. Obviously, we're pulling out for a hand injury, but great exposure for your son, headlining the April 30th show at the Copper Box, Peter. How does Fury like the feel of that, you know, being the headline act now on a show like that against a credible opponent as well?
Huey's a real professional. He takes everything in his stride. Doesn't really say a lot, but he's a dedicated athlete. You know, he's a lovely kid as well. I'm not just saying that because it's me. I think people can see what he is. He's a nice kid. He's got nothing bad to say about anyone, but he's got a very stern self-belief, and he's learning his job well. And I see things in the gym which I'm very happy with. So I can't wait for him. It's a big fight, as Frank Warren said. Puts him in the top 5 for the WBO or around there. So it's his first international fight as well for a title, and it's just up and up for Huey now. It's his first time he's headlining a show, like you said. So it's all about him now and getting him up there in the mix with all the rest of them.
Just finally with Fury, Pete, obviously as his father, you've watched him come up, you know, from nothing, and he's been through the mill, you know, with the blood poisoning and whatnot, and he's a very confident, charming young man. But what percentage are we seeing of Fury at the minute? How much more he's 21 years of age? How much more can we?
I think you're probably seeing around 60% of him. We've had a lot of problems with his blood disorders and food. But basically, it's all down to food. We had him checked 18 months ago, and he got the all clear, and there's never been anything medically wrong with him. He's obviously, the boxing board officials and the medical systems over here are second to none. The A1, number 1 in the world. So obviously he's fit to box. But the problem's been is training, feeling down, feeling tired, lethargic, and all this. Well, no explanations behind it. But apparently when we had him checked in England, they only diagnosed 50% of the foods which he shouldn't eat. So obviously he started feeling better, but it wasn't 100%. He was still taking things like, for instance, he can't take chicken at all, and he was eating tons of it. So it gives you an idea. And there was other things he couldn't have, like, and they give him a substitute and said, not now. They said he couldn't eat beef. He has to eat veal. But now we find out he can eat beef. He shouldn't eat veal. So it's all these type of things but now he's been properly checked, proper scientific people. They took samples of his hair, his saliva, his stool, everything under the sun. I think there's like over 1,000, 1,200 foods. But actually, he can eat more now than what he's doing before. And you know, when you see the spots on his body, this was all because he was having allergies. Food was being rejected. He wasn't passing it through, all of it. Some of it was getting into his bloodstream, then infecting the linings of his stomach, and now coming out in the spots. So the red spots on his body have all been food intolerances coming out in his skin. So this is a kid that's been training in ill health because he's always had an infection. He's been training and his immune system has been fighting the infection. So when you train him, instead of going up in fitness, he's going down and down and down because his immune system's already fighting the infection in his body from the intolerance of the foods. So it's a circle of disaster. So now he's feeling a lot better, and hopefully we've got to the bottom of it, which I'm sure I have, because when you look at his body now, all the red inflamadness has gone. He's feeling better, his energy's up. So now we're going to see big things, looking for big things. You know, he boxed 10 rounds the other day, which was no problem to him at all. So he's on. I think we've started to see good things from him.
Peter Fury, I thank you for your time, sir. Much respect.
Follow Sports View London